It's a Saturday morning at the First Presbyterian Church, and people with busy schedules and a lot to do are together to continue a fight.
I got involved with this and started literally pounding the pavement. Our community's behind us, our commissioners behind us, our mayors behind us, our representatives are behind us. This is worth it. And sometimes bureaucracy is a despicable thing.
For more than 2 years, they've had their eyes on this prize, a 118-year-old truss bridge fabricated by hand, believed to be the last ever made by the Nashville Bridge Company.
A lot of times passions can exceed expertise, but in this case, they've been very thorough. They understand what the points of law are. They're a well-organized, thoughtful group.
The decorations on this old stone fort bridge, they used a punch press, which in bridge construction is unheard of.
The citizen group dug into research, hired their own expert.
You can see the rosettes. There's like kind of the four rosettes at the top of the bridge. And we only found evidence of maybe 2 or 3 other bridges, historical photos that have those rosettes.
They wrote letters, got 2 state lawmakers on board.
As far as I know, they're still just temporarily on hold, waiting for this ruling.
And dissected every bit of the state's paperwork.
I know they didn't give us everything. I know they didn't.
I think they finally realized there really is something to this.
In the end, they've been allowed to contest the state's claim that replacing this bridge would do minimal damage to the Duck River.
One of the requirements for removing this bridge and building a new bridge is that TDOT has to apply for what's called an aquatic resource alteration permit. Because they're going to get into the Duck River with this construction, you're going to have to get into the water to remove the existing bridge. There are pillars that hold that bridge up. They're going to have to be taken down and removed, and then there are going to have to be new pillars put in. And then to stabilize the riverbank, you're going to have to strip a long section of that bank and replace it with riprap to stabilize that. So aesthetically, that's a problem, and we also believe it will have an impact on the Duck River. If you refurbished it, all of that refurbishment is what's called top work. It could be done without ever getting down into the river.
Hey everybody, standing here on the banks of the beautiful Duck River.
Ironically, the state is fighting for this unpopular bridge plan at a time when the governor has pledged allegiance to the Duck River, issuing an executive order for conservation and urging all Tennesseans to protect this treasure at all costs.
And this river in particular is one of the most biologically diverse ecosystems, not only in Tennessee, but in the entire world. It is important, it is crucially important that we protect rivers like the Duck. The way that we conserve these natural resources is crucial in the years ahead.
The governor signed that executive order after we filed our appeal, so the department worked very hard to be sure that we couldn't talk about that in our hearing because it came afterwards.
Back in Manchester, the preservation group is planning fundraisers, trying to recoup some of the $20,000 they've spent on legal fees and experts.
It might be 99.99% in support of leaving this bridge just as it is.
What's to me interesting about this case, and frankly baffling about this case, is that retaining and refurbishing the old bridge is cheaper, is better for the environment, and is better for historic preservation. So it's really hard to understand why the administration would decide to move forward with something that's more expensive, more damaging to such a pristine resource, and damaging to an historic resource.